Hey everyone, our Debris here. This is Summoner Wars, and today we've got the deciding game in the GENCON tournament. This is Physch as the Fallen Kingdom and Lark as the Vanguard. As you can see, the Vanguard opened up. Sera left a spot open, a direct lane where she could be attacked. I don't like this play because if I had Blood Summon and I had Purge, I could have done a lot of damage to Sera. I don't mind that she put the gate to the one side, though. That would mitigate that somewhat. I have another game where I play Watered in the same setup in an earlier Summoner Wars League game, and I did like 9 damage to Sera off the first turn. The game was basically over at that point for Sera. However, clearly Physch did not have the right cards in his pile that day. Sera is doing well to establish a presence in the midfield. I've said before about how important it is for Sera to build up magic quickly in the starting turns, and then when the time is right, use Renewed Hope and hop into the midfield and establish a strong position. Retalis, on the other hand, I think to win just needs to find a way to get to Sera. And once again, sorry Lark, but I'm not loving the open lane direct action that Sera's up against. Perhaps if she was up 1 square forward, that Guardian Knight could be protecting her from any possible retaliation. You can see that Physch has the same idea I do. Maybe he just didn't have the cards this time. But he's working his way into the midfield. Out comes Colleen, another great move by Sera. For those of you who don't know, Colleen is just a phenomenal champ for the Vanguard, easily the best of the 3. You don't necessarily think that extra miss comes in handy, but it really does. It adds up over the course of a game, and Colleen adds huge value. Here you're going to see a big whiff on Physch's part. You see right here, Colleen misses, but only goes 1 for 3 melee. Once again, Colleen misses, but again, only goes 1 for 3 range. If that archer gets destroyed, that warrior now gets 4 dice and might actually finish off both of them. Instead, both units survive, and Lark is able to use mass heal and regenerate them on top of maintaining that same position. So that's a tough one for poor Rhett. He's already having trouble. And here we have a timely Guardian Spirits. That's going to make life hard for that carrier. Now this isn't something I necessarily agree with on the side of the Fallen Kingdom. You see, Retalis dropped a wall in front of that Guardian Knight. I don't necessarily see the value in that. All that's going to do is it's going to make it harder for Retalis to send units into the zone. It's really going to clutter things up. It's not going to have much impact on this game, but I think in hindsight, or for next time, you know, I gotta be honest, every time I move Rhett up into the 3rd row, I seem to regret it. And every time I leave him back and just let him summon the odd undead archer that can be flown up, you know, that seems to work the best. In fact, I've seen some players, notably our most recent Summoner Wars League season winner Snog, using a kind of flat top wall configuration in the third row with Ret Talus. So he'll put 3 walls right next to each other, like on either side of the starting gate, and just leave red back there and try getting to red when there's 3 walls in the way. It's really, really hard. And because of undead archers, red doesn't have much trouble. I've been doing some experimenting with that, and I really kind of like it. What we see in this game is something different. We see Rhett really trying to put pressure into the midfield, even entering the midfield himself. Doesn't work out great for him. Would he have had a chance if he had hung back a little? I don't know. Once Sera's in the midfield, it's very hard to get her out of it. That's where she wants to be. Of course, here comes the finishing move. This was a great use of an archer. I think Lark did a really good job this game making use of archers and got a bit of a lucky roll, but you know what? You put that many dice in Ret Talus, you're going to eventually win, and that's what happened. And this was the game that decided the tournament.